You've got to start selling this for more than $1 a bag. We lost 4 more men on this expedition.
If you can think of a better way to get ice, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, he's got to say.
Beats me.
Yeah, science is tricky, especially when you don't believe in it. And yes, Mega, looking right at you. But here's the thing, everyone. I am happy to be doing a story about ice that is not about mass twat waffles abusing people. And no, it's not about vanilla ice. No, it's not about Ice Cube. No, it's not about iced tea. Okay, stop. It's not about the ice capades either, and we could do this all day. This story is about actual ice fighting to save our democracy, and it's on one of my favorite topics, protest art. So hit subscribe to Really American Media. Help us hit 1 million subscribers because we are as cool as something. What joke could I make here about something that's cold? I don't know. It'll come to me. Anyways, back to talking about ice and protest art. We have seen a long list of artists getting permits to do protest art displays in Washington, D.C., and it's the perfect way to peaceably protest and attack the vanity of our thin-skinned, narcissistic president. And so far, Trump's goons have only smashed one of them. USA. USA. And don't worry, that artist ended up gluing that one back together. But the new protest art piece, well, it was made to self-destruct, and that's the whole point.
We're out here today with 3,000 pounds of ice that spell out the word democracy because there's an urgency to what's happening politically in this country right now, and specifically an urgency and a call to action to save democracy. Democracy is melting away before our very eyes, literally, and that's the part of the piece that you see behind you, which is our public artwork, and it's melting away figuratively.
Yeah, how cool is that? Nice job. Nice job. And if I can be serious for a moment, maybe, how fitting is that? Democracy in D.C. slowly melting and fading from existence.
Being in front of the Capitol, sandwiched between the Washington Monument and the Capitol, seemed like an ideal location to show people what's happening to our government.
Yeah, that would be Marshall Reese, who's about to get audited, and he's the artist behind that display that is melting quicker than planned, mainly because of all the hot air coming from King Trump.
It's hard being an American to think that we need a pro-democracy advocacy actions and groups, but that's what we do. Democracy functions when people participate in it, participate in elections, participate in working, communicating with their elected officials. We'd like to see more of that happen. Then I hope that people see this and are inspired to get to work and save our democracy.
Yeah, our democracy needs protecting as we watch a president that claims to love the Constitution while simultaneously attacking every other amendment that doesn't fit into his little narrative. And the Republican Party, the so-called party of small government, they just sit back, see no evil, hear no evil, etc.
This fragility, this melting sculpture is a wake-up call. It is not inevitable that our freedoms melt, but they will if we don't do something.
Well, we here at Really American Media are trying to do something about it. Did I mention you need to hit subscribe? Because people, it's time to wake up. We are literally witnessing the decline of our empire, and this ice sculpture is the perfect metaphor or analogy. I don't know. I get the two confused. And while many people in person and online appreciate what that art represents, a whole bunch of you need to look up because the point of that art just went right over your head. There's a ton of buzzkill party poopers commenting things like this, that we're not a democracy. And I have seen this debate over and over. So let's settle it right now. And this answer might surprise you because it's changing right in front of your eyes.
So is the United States a republic or democracy? When the delegates met in 1787 for the United States Constitutional Convention, the difference between the terms republic and democracy were not well defined. At the time, there wasn't a term for a representative form of government created by the people rather than by a king. In addition, American colonists used the terms democracy and republic more or less interchangeably, as remains common today. The United States, however, like most republics, functions as a blended representational democracy, featuring a democracy's political powers of the majority tempered by the republic system of checks and balances enforced by a constitution that protects the minority from the majority. To say that the United States is strictly a democracy suggests that the minority is completely unprotected from the will of the majority, which is not correct.
And right there is where we actually get to a sad brand new answer. Given that the Supreme Court seems hell-bent on gutting the Voting Rights Act, we no longer have protection for the minority from the majority, so we're officially a democracy. But until that does happen, do you want to know the actual correct answer? Here you go. The United States is both a republic and a democracy. Specifically, we're a constitutional federal republic that operates using the principles of a representative democracy. The terms describe different aspects of the same government, and they are not mutually exclusive. Does that help? How about this? Call it whatever the fuck you want because it's a free country. That's the point. Call it this, call it that, but it's melting away and it's not funny.
You want to lick the D? This person said they want to lick the D right here.
Okay, I guess that part was kind of funny, but allow me to use this protest art piece to make an observation. Please notice that the R melted away before the D, which is appropriate because the Democrats will stand the test of time. This current Republican Party will not. Much like that ice, they will simply fade away when shown the light because sunlight is the best disinfectant and MAGA is the mold growing on our democracy republic thing. So please like this video, share this art worldwide, and comment below. In other words, get vocal. From the Vocal Minority with Nick and Steve podcast, I'm Steve Harness for Really American Media.